Hoping it is though. Oh, there's the camera. Hi guys, welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys can hear me well. Let's check here. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys can hear me well. I think you can. Can you hear the music? Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys can hear me well. I think you can. Can you hear the music? Probably turn it up a bit, maybe. What is that in your background? It's a cloves tree. I've never heard about a cloves tree. I don't know if that's what it's called in English, but it's what I do. It's what I call it. Clove rack, whatever. Yeah, hi guys, welcome back. I hope you do forgive me for being a little bit late. I just woke up. I've had I won't say a long day. I've been with some friends. It's been really fun. But I died when I got home. I was so tired. So I've slept for a bit. But now I am not very energetic. But I'll do a little bit of a stream. We'll do some chill Cufic, Nomadic and Naronic building. Should be great. Probably won't stream as long this time. But yeah, we'll do as much as we can. Okay. Hello Jafia. Hello Alex. Hello Darcy. Let's read the chat here. Hello Shawnee, I mean sure YouTube made it so you can search something while having a video queue. Just clears the queue and loads the video search rather than minimizing the video playing loaded the search. Yeah, YouTube is fucked, that's for sure. Oh my god, my mom just said we're looking at getting a rescue cat. Oh my god, Darcy, I'm ordering you to post 50,000 photos of your new Kibi when you get it. What are you gonna name it? Do you have any name ideas? Let's see here. Hello Gus, hello Tyler, hello Sean, hello Darley, hello Rayler, hello Sean. On the 23rd, my Titanic turned 4 years old. I will finish the entire ship up to Stack C, and I'm going to move on to the Olympic. They grow so fast that they do. Hello Derek. Hello Mike, hello Hamus, hello Iron, hello MC Ships, hello Verda Tina. It'll be renamed. It'll be already named. Maybe it's Susan. We're getting an older house cat. Oh, okay. Hey Jack, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I was late. It's mooing time, guys. I hope you're excited. We're gonna have to redo this layout of Cufic, which is tragic, but it should be fine. I'm going to figure out right now what we need to do. It does look like a bird, Alex. That's pretty funny. I assure you, it's not. It's completely different. Okay. So the original hull, or the superstructure I mean, of Cufic went up to this point. But the layout is very different because the portholes are interesting. On that side there's quite a lot, but not on the other side. Can we find any original photos? Okay, this side. This is... I've forgotten about all this now. It's been a while since we've worked on this. Yeah, this is after the refit because the mast, or the superstructure, is behind the mast. I wonder if Runic had this. What does your shirt say? Carolina, something. Macau, milk me please, if you insist. Emo Norge. Hello Cheeky, I've been practicing with deck plans and scaling it. Kind of pain trying to line them up while it's pixelated. Yeah, it is. Hello J-Ships. Cufic does not carry the Royal Mail, so your folder name is still a little fucky wucky. Cufic Runic. Shoulder name is fucky wucky. Not 8 as a troop ship. I wonder, can we go by the models? That is a Cufic. Yes, probably. I want to be a Catholic altar server. That sounds depressing. Is this original? I'm confused about this. I really am. Why are there no portholes there? The door remained there. It was always there. Glenn is online, of course. Very nice. Why is it depressing? Catholicism seems like such a depressing religion. It's very strict about what you can do. I mean, generally I'm not a big fan of religion, but that's just me. I think the mess could probably have been here. The mess being here. Here is where the wall here goes down. There's 2 portholes on the sides. Then another one in here. That's probably, what was this here? Pantry. So that can remain. And then maybe a small bath here and then the door. We're not strict, we're just serious, but we can also be nice as well. Yeah, well, that's fair. I hope you have a nice experience with Catholicism. Oh, there are rumors circulating that the crew of the Momo boats were the penguins Madagascar. Is that true? Well, don't tell anyone. But yes, it's true. You could go by this plan because it's better. Two, three, four, five, six. That's the door, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, only 7. That's fucked then. I'm in confusion. Ironic, did you know that a lot of World War II Victory class cargo ships were refit into small passenger liners during services to Australia? I can imagine so. I'm just counting in a regular way that we all count. The number that comes after 5 and then the number that comes before 8. I do those 2 numbers. But no, it doesn't mean I'm referencing a meme. All a bunch of children. Today has been a cheat day for me. I have eaten more than I do usually, and my belly does not agree with me, and it's been difficult to exist. Wait, does it go? No, never mind. Alex, I'm confusion. There's 3 portals there. No, wait, here. The 3. So that's at least something we can set in stone, but what about here? Why is this open? What would this have been? Should we just say fuck you to this entire thing and just assume that this is how it looked? What was the photo that showed? Yeah, this config here. That's the other side, that's Runic originally. So that's this side. Here there aren't any portals at all. So there's like a portal here. And there are 3 on the stern. Then like another one. I don't know. Hello, Titanic boy. Okay, don't mind. Also, it's forbidden in my school to wear cross necklaces or a veil or a hijab because we shouldn't influence the kids. In my opinion, any religion with like dress symbols and things shouldn't be allowed, but like not being forced on anyone. If you want to wear a hijab or a cross, go ahead, but I don't like that school staff should enforce wearing a specific thing or ban wearing any of it. I'm in general pretty liberal with that kind of stuff. You should be able to wear what you want. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't say the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I don't care. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extended superstructure. I don't know. Sorry. What was I doing? Why was I measuring this? I don't understand. Either way. Okay, we are in business. And yeah, maybe I should do the 1895 version, I don't know. I do kind of want to do maiden voyage configurations. Oh yeah, I remember now. Middle sea lantern. Here's the middle. The superstructure is very... Oh yeah, I already did the middle, never mind. It's very far back placed, then these portals should be facing the other way. I usually do that. If they're in the forward section, they face like aft, and then they face forward from the middle back. I wonder if there are any portals on the inside here. I believe there are. I've seen some photos, I remember. Can't see it there. I can see it here, yeah, there. But it's probably a better one. Poor Aimo. She wasn't easy to steer. And because of that, things went to hell. One is free on that side. There's one on this side, there we go. That stings was so loud, I wonder usually mute. Oh, I didn't mute, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. I came up with a few new styles for the Olympic class, replacing that block of 3 more. Nice. I know, Darcy, I'm heartbroken. For those of you that don't know, on the older White Star ships, they, the first class corridors would have a mahogany dado. You would have the paneling on the top. Like this. And then a mahogany dado on the bottom like this. On Titanic, there wasn't one of those. It was just the paneling went all the way down to the floor. Looks something like this maybe. Recently it was believed that Titanic did have one of these dados due to a kind of blurry photo in the background. You can kind of see that, but no, she probably didn't, which is very sad because I like the dado and it's cute. It's very hot. But yeah, no, we can't have anything nice when it comes to the Olympic class. I said that it's like I said before, like I feel like I'm in a very abusive relationship with the Olympic. She's my favorite ship of all time, but at the same time, every time she threatens to be interesting, that gets like that's thrown out from under me like a rug immediately. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should get a new ship boyfriend. I'm taking boyfriend applications in like ship boyfriend applications. Well, any White Star ship you're not looking forward to doing? It's probably I don't know. I'm not looking forward to building the German built and then war reparation White Star liners. That comes later. What's good, Rilhon? I woke up with blue eyes. I fell asleep with brown. Well, that happens to the best of us. I am also very tired. I just woke up. The tank swallows were light pink. Hello, Oak. You should build a Mont Blanc. She was there when she caused the Halifax explosion. Yeah, I should. Because they were cheap, Darcy. They didn't want to do that fancy all the way through. Yeah, they had James, and Jack is going to replace that hallway with an updated, the same old hallway. I think that no, that's okay. That's closed. That's a door. Because in this photo you can kind of see it looks like it's open. Your new ship boyfriend is a Delphi Wealthy of 1897. Delphi. I don't really like Delphi that much. I don't really like her. I like Delphi. I like her. There's not a ship I dislike. But Delphi is not my favorite. Because of this weird big deck house in the bow. I'm not too big on that. It's kinda odd. I like her otherwise. I don't know about that though. She's much bigger than the other Moo Moo boats, that's for sure. It probably was, Alex. I know that Carpathia had her refrigerating machinery in the bow, so probably. Delphic was not a Moo Moo boat, whatever. She was a boat. There was probably like a person aboard that said the word moo some time during her career, so she might as well just have been a Moo Moo boat. Can you really like fault my logic? No, you can't. Exactly. I like the Armus Albertic. I hate all German White Star ships. It's a matter of principle. I don't like them. I hate them. This hates the Germans. That's true. I think that these VCs and like the boilers and stuff were added later, right? And then these were probably here from the beginning. The little deck houses under the bow. Let's just open. I imagine this was like a how should I call it? Is it a deck house, I wonder? It might have been to like protect it for the elements a bit. But I was thinking like on the Oceanic too, they like enclosed the steering gear with some like gates and stuff. Will you ever make the Armus Majestic? Probably. Not looking forward to it though. I wanna build Fatherland. That's it though. It's the only one I care about. Have you built an American land ship? Yes, I have. United States. And yeah, no, that's her. Will you ever build the Big Four? I will. I will, Shawnee, and it'll be just for you. I don't wanna have this come up. Just gonna flatten the shear out. I'm here, I'm shear. Whose? We're that. Wrong Cufic. There were 2 Cufic classes. The class tracings, that's what I meant to do. I should have just remained in bed. I shouldn't have gotten up and done a stream today. See, I went to bed at like a half an hour before stream, and I set my alarm so I could wake up like 5 minutes before. Yeah, that backfired. I should have just not. Okay, $9, so we'll do this. How long do these go? These go to like 17 blocks. To that point. Yeah, that's not gonna be space for that. It goes in. Wow. There's no space at all. Okay, we'll do something like that. That's probably fine. Keep thinking about Heated Rivals. I kind of want to rewatch it. That show changed my life. Did you sleep badly? No, I slept like more than 8 hours tonight. I don't know why. My my energy just died. It's weird. Guess I'm getting old. I hope when I get like really old I turn into a silver fox as opposed to like an ugly, disgusting old man. The types you see on Grindr that like the sort of like 60-year-old ugly man who asks 18-year-olds if they want to have some fun. Like, ugh. No, thank you. Have you done any work in Oceanic Free? No, I haven't. But hello, Fraser. Welcome. Because you're socialized. Probably. I'm not used to socializing. I'm an introvert, goddammit. My social batteries and my indeed the rest my regular batteries get used up quickly. I think there was something similar to this on what's her name? No, maybe not, because that would have just been cargo holds and then they would have had their cabins in here. Probably, yeah. I forgot I said anything. So probably this dado, like this perhaps. Yeah. They always did this dado. How does a navigation room differ from a short room? I will tell you. I don't really know, but the navigation room was typically meant for the captain. It's sometimes referred to as the captain's navigation room. And this, I used to assume that this was his like private one. While the officers could mainly use the regular short rooms. What are your plans for ahead, Rilhon? I question if it'll still be around next week. I mean, on one hand, that's liberating in a way, because like you live in the moment. Well, on the other hand, that's very depressing, and I hope you stop thinking that way, and I hope you start planning for the future. Remove that. Hey Cookie. Information has been absorbed and I shall apply it to the 1905 White Star steamship. Good. I want to base the frames off the bridge, so we'll do here. Oops. That's the barriers. Stack 100. Oh no, did I replace a sign now? Oh, okay, good. It's fine. I made Titanic one skill in Roblox Islands, and I started working on the captain's quarters, and some rooms were so dang small. I know, like, you see this a lot on those days of ocean liners. The rooms were really small. That's especially more obvious on ships like Lusitania. Like, Titanic was a step up from her, but she was still small with many of her rooms. Lusitania was tiny though. There we go. Hey Tori, welcome to the stream. What blocks do you use for the funnels? I use the mushroom stem, or not stem, but the inside of the mushroom blocks. You can get it manually in the regular game if you do this here. Surround it with mushroom blocks, then remove the ones, then you get the inside. If you have world edit, you can replace it by typing the number 100 like that, so you get it. We're working on Cufic, Tori. Cufic and Nomadic and Naronic. I'm working on a bit of her crew spaces right now, and like, they won't be that much to work on, honestly. Her crew spaces aren't that big, so I'm gonna start streaming. You should. We need more ship streams. Forgetting about the tiny cabin, it was on Lapland. Oh my god. That one is like a prime example. It's honestly a crime that they sold that cabin as first class. They should have just given it to like a stewardess or something. That cabin better have been cheap as fuck. I managed to get a microphone on the earbuds, but the audio is shite. Yeah, you can have to pay a bit to get a decent mic, in my opinion. It's optional, of course, but I think audio is probably the most important thing. Like, if you have mediocre, like, visuals, that's generally fine as long as you have good audio. That's what I've like when I first started doing YouTube. That was like the thing I was taught first. Get good audio. Then, you know, like, if you had bad visuals and stuff, that can generally be forgiven. Forgotten how to do these signs. There we go. I'm not saying you have bad visuals, Tor. I'm just saying, like, in general. That's some good advice I think everyone should follow if they want to try YouTube. Get a good microphone, or a decent one. Get and download NVIDIA broadcasts to cut out the sound. By the way, guys, are you noticing that there's no like background noise? I got NVIDIA broadcast to work on my laptop. I'm currently at my parents' house. I know, Shawnee. Why are there some engineers in the bow? Yes. Hey, Pedro. There we go. You probably can't, Troy, yeah. Should be good. I haven't added in the hatchets, let's do that. Wait, I should probably use this first. Here. Hey Sam, I'm building a custom ship. She will be named Icelandic. Cool. Someone should make a Greenlandic and name a villager called Donald Trump. Put it on it and then sink the ship. Obligatory fuck ICE, by the way. And fuck Donald Trump and fuck the American government. If I started streaming, not right now, would any of you actually watch? Sure, I could pop in every now and then. What are you thinking about streaming? If you did start streaming. Speaking of Trump, get him the fuck out and his damn Nazi ice army. I like you, Shiki. I like you. And I agree. ICE is just the American version of Gestapo by this point. They're the exact same. They need to be destroyed. But was that? Oh no, that's a hatch. Okay, this looks like bigger than the rest. What's your favorite door design in Minecraft? I think dark oak door is very nice. Yeah, I'll have to say dark oak. It's beautiful. I always use it in when I build it in survival. Yeah, this hatch is definitely wider. How long was this hatch? This hatch is 11 months. 11 blocks. We're going from yodeling slamming the government because that's what adults do, learning about the government and being so disgusted and horrified of said government. That's just things we do as we grow up. We learn more about how horrifying it truly is. And how much of a war criminal government it is. Okay, can we do some real talk just for a second, guys? I'm not gonna talk about Trump every second of this stream, but I wanted to just say real quick. I recently watched Der Untergang. I spoke about that in one of the earlier streams I did, or Downfall. And it's scary to me how similar the events in that movie are to what's happening currently. You have a raging narcissistic madman in charge, like a strong man, or like he thinks himself as a strong man, wants to look strong, never back down, can never admit defeat in any way. You have that in both Hitler and Trump. I just think, like, when I look at Nazis, I see the Republicans. They are the ones to blame for all this. It's their fault. And they haven't reined in Trump, and that's why we have children being detained and sent to concentration camps. It's all happening again. Are there 4 hatches in the bow? Yeah, there are. For some reason there's 2 hatches for this one big hatch, or a cargo hold. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I'm very scared at what's happening in America right now. And I wish you all the best, I truly do. Wishing you a very happy Donald Trump dementia acceleration. Ice is in my city. Nice! I hope they trip on ice and hit their heads and get paralyzed. That would be nice. Okay, bro tried starting World War 3. Yeah, they're so provocative. They really want the Civil War. They want it so bad. Okay, so this cargo hold doesn't have that. This deck doesn't go here, so we should move from this point. There's a bulkhead here, going up and down. No, not up here. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Up here, for sure. And they all seem to disappear once reaching the camps. Yep. And they get deported back to their home country. And then they disappear because that country isn't safe for them to be in. I wonder if this is a portable bulkhead. I don't know. I believe the Oceanic of 1889 did wreck and partially sank. I think you mean Oceanic of 1899, maybe? I'm confused about these bulkheads. I do have this plan here. If it can load. There we go. Yeah, so we have this coal bunker. Why are they like dotted, these lines? I'm kind of confused by that. I know, right, Tiny Desk Engineer. They have incredibly tall drafts compared to the hull, or the freeboard. No, James, we can take our time to mourn the Dados right now. Wait, let's have a silent moment. Let's have a silent moment of prayer for the loss of the Titanic first class corridor Dados. Okay, that's that. Anyway. Looks great, Alex. Hey, Beetle boy. I'm just gonna do full bulkheads there. Here it is open. I'm so confused. Either way, there's a bulkhead there, so... Wait, where is it? Where's the coal hatch? Here. So, the bulkhead goes down here. Massive bulkhead. Okay, we need to add another hatch here too. And that's like right next to the superstructure. How long is that? It's supposed to be 10 blocks. Is that? Yeah, let's make it 9 blocks. Oh fuck yeah, there's Donkey and Egg tomorrow. I mean, are any of you guys Game of Thrones fans or Donkey and Egg or House of the Dragon fans? It's a show I'm watching. It's a new episode tomorrow and I'm so excited. Okay, there we go. Have you ever considered building planes? I have built some planes. Let me check here. No, wait a second. See if we can find it. It's been a while, but I built a Lockheed C-103 Hercules a while back. Kinda hard to see here, but I don't think I can zoom in either, no. I thought it was pretty cool. I also built some Swedish fighter jets. I built the Gripen and the Viggen, I think. But I haven't released them or shown them yet, but I could do that in the future. Raining so hard here, it looks like Noah's Flood 2.0. Nice. Rilhon planes. Oh, Shane Locker, all the way down. Did I do the bulkhead? No, I didn't do that one here. The bow. So here, all the way down, it's also another bulkhead here. And then here are some stores. I think you could access these probably from one of like a trapdoor here, leading down. That was usually the case with these peak stores. Breast. I mean, Darcy is like 80, so of course he does. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of breasts, personally, unless they're on a man, but nice. That's a certified Rilhon classic quote. Oh, by the way, Darcy, what is the... Never mind. I wonder what your Marconi operators... What those were. I'm a fan of male pecs. I am indeed as well, Darcy. Freaky ass. We are a bunch of freaky freaks, that's for sure. Okay, so I'll just make this go down all the way. Wait, how far down? This is probably a peak tank. underneath this point, so that's the lowest one here. Maybe there's a separate ladder down. That's the chain locker should probably be accessible as well. There we go. And that goes. Okay, let's go back to the stern. I feel like if we get these all this laid out, it should be a pretty easy process building it. And then, wait, is this... Okay, here's the engine room. Wait, let me get the other plan. Here. Yeah, this goes all the way down here. I might do some of these bulkheads double walled so we can get different blocks. Because the engine rooms tended to be painted a different livery compared to the others. Does the fucking coal ash divide in two? What is this? We do all love ships though, right? Yes, otherwise we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I wonder... So the bulkhead will go here. Yeah, those coal chutes are on the sides here. I'm so confused about those. Like this. That bulkhead does go up here. World of Warships stream, an interested one. Sure. I consider myself gender fluid, so I don't know if I count as a gal. Sometimes I feel male, other ones I feel girly. 24/7 want to be called she, her, them. That's so based, that's so fair. You are supported in this stream. We respect everyone and everyone's identities and orientations. Be welcome in these streams. It is my utmost wish to create an environment where everyone can feel welcome and not feel that they are excluded. This whole collage like goes, yeah, so it goes like that, but they haven't even fucking included the coal hatches on this plan. That's annoying. Where's this Moo ship so weirdly shaped? I don't know. If not Moo boat, why Moo boat shaped? Good question. I wonder if we can get all the general layouts finished for Nomadic and Naronic as well. That could probably be the goal of this stream. Your pan also, nice Vicky. I am gay. Have you seen a Titanic unhinged version? I have, that one is so fucking funny. So truly does live up to its name of being unhinged. Like this. I would assume it's something like this in shape. I also like his Thomas the Tank Engine videos. Thomas goes on a trip. Bye, Tyler. Dorsey, that was an unfortunate typo. It was very unfortunate. I mean, that's a very good summary, Alex. If the 747 was designed for a social liner, what would it look like? It would have at least one funnel. That's my guess. Question: did the SS, what's his name? No, not SS. NS Savannah, the nuclear ship. Did she need a funnel? Did she have a funnel? I forget. Cause she didn't. No, wait. She would be having some exhaust fumes, right? Because like nuclear power plants are technically like steam like engines. You heat up steam, so you would need, right? Wait, no, I'm stupid. I don't know. I'm just gonna blame that I'm tired. It's late, okay? Does she have a funnel? I don't remember. It's probably a dummy then. NS Savannah. I wanna visit her someday. No, she doesn't have a funnel. No, she doesn't have one. Yeah. Oh, I wanna build her. I fucking love Savannah. She's so hot. I wanna build Edmund Fitzgerald. I don't wanna build a Savannah. Those are like the two non-White Star ships I wanna build the most. And the Farterland. I can't believe I forgot that Savannah didn't have a funnel. Savannah is technically an SS since the nuclear water boils water for steam, yeah. Okay, sorry, I see. Poor Cunard line being neglected. I simply have no interest in building anything Cunard. I don't have any interest in that. And I hope I get that interest back, because I love Cunard, or like I love some Cunard ships. Even though Cunard overall is an L. Like I know that White Star bought many of the ships from other lines and stuff, especially after World War I. But in my opinion, I've always felt like White Star had more of like a cohesive look to their ships. Cunard was more like random. I feel like White Star had their Holland and Wolf building philosophy, so they all looked a certain way. I feel like Cunard is very different in that regard. But that's just me as an uneducated non-Cunard enthusiast, so maybe I shouldn't say anything. Maybe they are all much more alike than I realize. Cunard White Star era. I wish more Cunard White Star ships were built. It would have been so interesting to see how they would have evolved to look. But you would think that they would combine the design philosophies. I wonder if they would have built more ships from Holland Wolf, or if they would have stopped that and built from other shipyards like John Brown's more, or perhaps what was the other one? I forget. Cunard, I don't think, was 77. Yeah, they've definitely had the upper hand. So probably, maybe they would have had the upper hand in how their ships was built as well. So who knows? I don't. I'm not a Cunard stan. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I'm not a Cunard fan. I always say Taylor Swift. That's the gamer version. Cunard post-war were all the same, and White Star post-war was a mess with no consistency. I mean, that's because they bought all the German ships. If they hadn't done that, they would have been the same as they always had been. What's your opinion on Laconia? She's cute. I mean, I like many of Cunard's ships. I just don't have the same attachment to them like I have with the White Star line. Doesn't mean I dislike them. Cufic had so much shear. She was aggressive with her shear. Where do I put your video link on the server? Put it in videos. Yeah, just in videos should be fine. Okay, let's lay out the hatches in the stern. You said they were consistent, unless you meant pre-war. I did mean pre-war. Like, they had so many ships built by the same company, so they all look the same. Although I realized that changed when they bought all those German ships. I feel like such an anti-German bigot when I talk about White Star's German ships. I just don't have as much attachment to them. Here. It's a bulkhead. I wanna watch Heated Rivalry. I missed that show now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. Out of curiosity, I never thought to ask, but why do ships have shears? It's supposed to be easier for their hulls to flex, and they handle like riding over waves better. If they had just been straight, their hulls would crack a lot more, and the reparation costs would rise them dramatically. That's the way I have always understood it, but I could be wrong. Majestic Bismarck was great. Yeah, I guess. I wish they bought Fatherland. That would have been a peak timeline of White Star owning Fatherland. Okay, I think that's also 9 bucks. I need to watch Heated Rivalry. Please watch it. It's so good. I love it. I wish I had more lesbian content, but men are too horny. I can't have anything nice. I bet there are lesbian content. You just need to search for it, you know? We shouldn't like divide ourselves up like this. We're all like queer people. We need to stick together, and we should all be happy for each other when new queer media is released. Though I understand, like, if you're a lesbian, it's nicer to watch a lesbian show as opposed to watching a show about 2 gay men, of course. This hatch is slightly less long than that one. In today's media landscape, it's we really need to take what we can get. And I think Heated Rivalry was incredibly fucking good. Oh yeah, it also, yeah, that's a good point, Tori. If you have the shear, the water is not going to get up on the hull as much. Rather means to play Stormworks. I've been meaning to try it for a while. We'll see what happens. Freshwater tanks. Oh, there's on the sides. No, that's in the middle. So that would be here. I wonder how wide that is. Slightly wider than the hatches. Is that the right deck? Okay, so it's this deck here. Do that here. Let's turn off the let's see here, this one's strictly lesbian, but as a girl who likes girls, I wish I could have some sweet sappy content made for girls without dudes just smogging it and talking about women as just sex objects. That's fair. I'm sure there is a lot to do. To watch. I don't think I've ever watched a lesbian centered movie or show. But it's not really my demographic either, so... What's this orange? Oh, it's the brother. Heartstopper feels too corporate gay for me. No! Do you think so? I think it's lovely. It's absolutely adorable. Okay, let's do this now. This is taking me longer than I anticipated. Gonna be hard when the movie comes out. Yeah. Have you read the webtoon, Charlie, Darcy? Male bisexual show and watch House. Yeah, I've seen some episodes of the House. It's been a while now though. We have a channel 6 in Sweden. Has a lot of those shows. We have like How I Met Your Mother, Family Guy, Simpsons on that channel, so all those kind of adult-ish oriented shows. I watched so much stuff on there that I probably shouldn't have watched. We're way behind the comic. You should watch it. You should catch up. Oh my god, can I share this, Alex? Please let me know. Alex has done a thing. Alex is doing a custom 1905-ish Olympic class. And it's more based on like Adriatic, Oceanic. I think it's really cool. So you have the lounge is really big. What are these rooms here, Alex? Are those also lounge? Looks like it. You have the smaller smoke room like they would have had on Adriatic. No baby cabins, rip. And then a smooth bridge, very nice. And this very basic staircase that Design D had with one elevator. Alex, I recommend that you still do the fanned staircase on in the dining room, the dining room deck or saloon deck. Design D did that, and also I think didn't Oceanic do that? So that should be fairly realistic thing to do. That's gonna do fantail on the staircase, that's good. Oceanic 2 had a weird ass thing that I won't even try to replicate. Hers wasn't smooth, it was like went out straight to the sides. It was really weird. I appreciate them trying something new at least. What these were? There were bathrooms maybe. No, there's VCs there. That's probably just like lockers. Yeah, I'm also glad Design D wasn't made in the end. That would not have been a good idea to build, that's for sure. Lock me up, daddy, if you insist. The restaurant is also the best addition they ever did. Yep. Until a crash of 29 when they had to close the restaurant because it wasn't profitable anymore. I don't think they ever opened it again. They closed it. No, it wasn't in 29. It was in like 30 something. They had to close the restaurant, and they never opened it again. Sadly, on Olympic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is fucking Olympic second class staircase again. With the door behind the mast. Good god. White Star loved doing this. What was their problem? I don't understand. A bunch of freaks. You're dating too many bottoms. As you should, as you should. They need some love too. And you complain about others being too horny, Tori. Fireman's PC. Didn't Imperator have a restaurant deleted in 1914 because he had a money list there? It wasn't in 1914, but they did remove it when they converted it to Berengaria. Also, you guys know of Aquatania's grill room? They deleted that in a refit. I don't know why, but they got rid of it eventually. Actually, let's just do this here. That's funny when I do it because I'm a desperate game. That's fair. And down here. So I don't play the Garfield video games. Specifically the second one. Very random question, but it's one that needs to be asked in society. Just mean that thinks the German subliner should have had a cruiser stern instead of a clipper. Which one do you mean? You mean the ballin trio? They be ballin. I wonder how those would have looked with cruiser sterns, honestly. I do feel like that would have been a tad bit early, realistically, to have gotten those sterns though. They really were on the tail end. That was bad, I'm sorry. Of the clipper sterns being used. God, Alex is about to make an abomination. Belgian had one. She was laid down much later, like 2 years after the Bolian trio though. I think Imperator, if memory serves, she was laid down in 1911 or 12, while Belgian was laid down in 13. She was laid down. I think original concepts of her show her with a clipper stern, but I changed it to be a cruiser stern. 1910. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Bismarck could have had one, but I guess they didn't want to change the design that much. What ship? What was the first? I wonder what was the first of that class to have a clipper stern or a cruiser stern. Of that class, what am I saying? Of their lines, of the Norddeutsche Lloyd and the Hamburg America line, which the first ships were to receive such a stern. Empress of Russia. NDL, not in general. Well, both. See, I always mix up HAL. No, Hamburg America line. Yeah, HAL. There are two HALs. Holland America line and Hamburg. Hapag. No, it's Hapag. Hamburg. Oh, so stupid. NDL and Hapag. There we go. Hapag, yeah, I forgot. That's what you call it. It's a German acronym. Hapag. You, Swedish. Die Hamburg Amerikanische Paketfahrt Aktiengesellschaft. Hamburg, the Hamburg American packet what's for fart. In Sweden, fart is speed. Packet speed. I don't know what Gesellschaft is. Let's do translate. German? Tyska. Hamburg Amerikanska packet. Frakt. So it is freight. Hamburg American Packet Shipping Company. I wanna see what packet trip. Gesellschaft is company, okay. Sorry for German speakers. I'm learning. Also need to raise this up. AI renders, fuck AI renders, fuck AI. cool. Falter and Imp. Oh my god, I don't hate it. Look at that. I really don't hate it. This was done by Alex. What about Imperator? Imperator has that Queen Mary's turn. Not as nice, but still nice. Yeah. Maybe. Sure. Your Honor, I fear she eats me out. Here's a seaman. There's not many signs to do this with on these ships, so that's good. Fireman. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cruiser sterns are in general better. Even though there's a lot to love about the clipper sterns as well, that's for sure. I wonder what that is. Let's do petty officers. What do petty officers actually do? There we go. Oh. Need to redo this here. I'm gonna save the seaman. Save it up for a few days. Steering gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That should be all the layouts on this ship pretty much done. I think there's some like stores in the stern I need to add though. Oh, I've gotten my late stream deep voice here. 1 second. Right. Is that a tank? I feel like it is. The tank be peaking. "19 blocks. How far up does it go? To here. Then there is a tank here. There's probably a store here as well. Oh, here. There we go. And you would access this from... Actually, maybe it's on this wall. Going up. Oh, that is so weird. This is like that Olympic concept. Or oceanic concept. That was probably wasn't real. I like this though. I kinda like it. I don't hate it. I hate many things here in life, but not that. Okay. What now? Kinda wanna fix the rudder and build a propeller. If I'm not honest. I'm not gonna use his models. I love Taylor, but I don't want to wanted to feel like I'm stealing from people. Let's stream freeze fuel. there. I wonder if she was 4-bladed or 3-bladed. I tend to think 4 probably. And then with the other ones they would probably be 3-bladed, right, because they had 2 propellers. Then that became sort of standard to have 3 blades. Let's do 4 blocks. My streams will not be accompanied by classical music. I shall instead use NCS. Nice, as you should. Yep. Is there a Discord for members to join? Yeah, only for friends. Only friends. Kind of think I should do, not make this too wide, do this instead. Hey Ebon. Tank, join Mike Brady's server, join TSG server, join Chronostarf. Yeah, those are some pretty good ones. We meet a lot of like-minded people. Can I really recommend. I can link Mike's server. That's Ocean Liner Designs. You can get a lot of like deck plans and stuff from there. It's great. Oops. Jojo Ace has joined. Do that. But also kind of on a slant a bit. That data conversation went on for a while in a t-shirt. Yeah, I didn't see it, but so I heard. TSG has backtracked on that though. That was more of like a concept they said. And God, I wish it was true, but probably not. Most likely there weren't any potatoes, unfortunately. So, yeah. Guess we will have to content ourselves with just plain white boring corridors. There's some raids in the server, what do you mean? Mods are they are indeed shopped. Do. Yeah, that's probably good. Spam bots. I mean, that happens a lot in Mike's server and the TSG one. The docs. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Poor IMO. She lost her funnel. Did anyone survive on the IMO? Or on not the Mount Temple, obviously, but she would have been like would have been a ghost ship. I wonder. Did I say Mount Temple again? I always mix them up. Mont Blanc, that's the one I meant. Not Mount Temple. I think all did since everyone evacuated. How did they survive since they were so close? That's my question. SS Runic. Three of the 4 personnel on our upper open bridge were killed. Captain, pilot, first officer. 4 other crewmen were also killed. Okay, so not everyone, but if you were like outside, you would have died. Blood. It's a fight. There would have been a tsunami there. Imagine how terrifying. IMO was refloated 26th of April 1918, repaired and returned to service. She was renamed Gouverneuren, or the Governor, in 1920. She was a whale oil tanker until 30th of November 1921, when a man at the helm collapsed drunk after celebratory drinking, leaving nobody at the wheel. The ship ran aground on rocks at Cow Bay, 2 miles off Cape Carrisford, about 20 miles from Port Stanley on East Falkland. No crew were lost, salvage attempts were halted. On 3rd of December, the ship was abandoned to sea. I think that's so fun. It just goes to show that Norwegians are fools. Yeah, that's probably it, Tori. Moo Bay. There we go. I would like to. Okay, I'm gonna do the layouts for these ones off stream probably, and I'll end it fairly soon here. Oh god. I wanted to do some portholes here. Let's line it up here. Unfortunately for Alex and Darcy, we have been streaming for almost 2 hours, 5 minutes left, so it is time, my friends, to end the stream here. Good night, Darcy. I'll see you in the next stream. 5 minutes until 2 hours, so it's time to end the stream here real quick before we get that, just to annoy Alex specifically. I will see you guys then. Take care. Bye bye. I'll stream on what day is it today? Sunday. So Tuesday probably we'll stream again. You'll get that double boning next stream, Shawnee, I'm sorry. Okay, take care guys. Bye bye.